They're going to give over the Nautilus here, and that's just going to get locked in as well as Lucid's Lee Sin. So a lot of backline access here. You can avoid the Sejuani, get on top of that Varus. Closer's just going, who cares about bottom lane? We're going straight into Sejuani Yone, and try to combine those two. It didn't really work out, but LeBlanc now taken away here from Showmaker, so targeting the mid pool a little bit.
Let's just have it so that both matchups for the Yone are good, and they're going to have to pick something else. And it's going to be Camille, which is an OG anti-Gnar. A lot more skill-intensive. We'll see whether Clear can actually make it work. We know this guy's mechanics are really good.
Success by having a good engage or peel for the AD carry. Zamy's going to get his cleanse taken.
Yeah, immediately. And then he's going to be lit on fire and forced to go home. Execute almost tanks the turret shot, and Henna, does he actually throw a ward in first? No, he's just going to face check Willa. Execute's moving on over as well. There's the flash twisted advance. That could be first blood, but no, the flash comes out from Lucid.
And the bottom side is just ganking, but if you know the gank is coming.
Hook going to come through onto Henna there, but now another twisted advance coming down. Immediately the cleanse out from aiming, and a lot of damage onto Execute here. Piercing Darkness coming on in.
He has no flash, and Lucid's here. He has skirted around that vision.
Oh, Snare does connect. There's now Henna with 0 mana. Let's see whether they can actually save this. It's a big stack of minions. It's now Lucid. Can you land the Q? That's the question, especially onto Henna. And there it is, first blood. Going over to aiming. Kellen is going to burn down, though.
It could have been a lot cleaner, but they wanted to guarantee that connection. Execute.
Yeah, Kellen has to flash. I'm not the center gank coming in. Now has Elise in there as well. This could be a little bit more realistic. Hextech Ultimatum is difficult to play around in a turret dive. And Lucid is just going to say, you're not allowed to press the button. And he's just chain CC. That was gorgeous.
Super clean, but can they get away?
Yeah, that's a good question. Nature's Grasp coming down as Kingen is going to get stunned up. Another cleanse out from aiming as a flash does come on forward. There's the twisted advance. Now that the CC was removed for the last one, and great ulti from Closer as Dawning Shadow comes in. Kingen actually able to get the kill back.
Comes in from Kingen. And then, I mean, this is just great play from Menard.
Yeah, it's nicely done. And then has the backup. He's dead, but he also manages to get a kill.
Yeah, good Q there. That's the auto. Decently stacked up, and going to be very difficult to kill in these team fights. He's going to start working towards that shortly here.
Well, Lucid going aggressive onto Closer, who takes a lot of damage. Leandri's power spike coming on in as that flash was necessary from Lucid to get out of the way, and now D+, they're going for it. The hook is going to go wide, though, from Kellen as they look to engage. I don't know about this one. Execute is... I think he turned off comms for that one.
He's going to be here real quick.
Yep. Clear is going to be a little bit later. Doesn't have the opportunity to teleport either, but now he's going to make it to the mid lane. There's some flashes out from both of these supports. Kellen now potentially out of position. Lucid going to be able to lock down the Rift Arrow, but can they actually stay alive in the fight? As there's an Emperor's Divide, and if he wasn't a tank, he would have died before he got that one off. It doesn't matter, though, because 2 are dead on the side of D+.
And again, you know, I mean, we're trading sides here in terms of the... Spend so much time here and double teleport, and now a turret's down. Camille could still join this fight.
Oh, dear. Now he's going to go back. Spends what gold he has, and then can get in at any moment. Gonna teleport towards that top side of the river. And now Nature's Grasp coming through once again. Hook gonna come down there as Execute needs to try and push them away. Lucid going to get chain CC'd. Emperor's Divide does come down. Lucid will survive for the moment as Execute. He goes in onto Showmaker. Willa almost burning down. Lucid on 200, but he might be able to grab the Drake, and he does so. Showmaker still alive and at about 50% as now this tank is actually working. Kellen able to limp his way out as well as Q lands, and Lucid goes in. It's a double for Showmaker, and now Henna has no option. He's going to be taken out as well, and it's a triple for the Azir. I have a feeling, actually, I was entirely wrong.
You know, the game just eventually snowballs against you.
Oh, there's the flash. Has to be used this time around. Lucid going in. Kingen has teleported, and he'll just find the Gnar into the wall. All too easy to chain that CC together, and aiming will collect that kill. In perfect position to make sure that Willa cannot get anywhere near this Baron. So yes, they'll take the inner turret and the outer in mid, as depth charge going to come down. Henna does make it to the brush, but that doesn't matter because he's pushed all the way back towards the inner turret. Henna will go down, but he does kill Showmaker. Execute going to be the next casualty, though, as Kingen is just throwing these boomerangs around the team fight. Clear once again. He just stopped getting gnawed into the wall, and then he immediately finds another one as Willa desperately trying to get out of there. The unfun Mega Cone is going to try to get him to safety, but Lucid hops a ride as well. And I have a feeling Willa is going to go down. Resonating Strike comes in as the Honey Fruit doing its best to heal up the Miss Piggy, but she is still going to die. They're trying to block, and it's not going to work out because Lucid, he has got Safeguard. Spent a lot of time inside, getting a lot of extra money. You can see he's about 30 CS up over Showmaker right now. His Hextech Ultimatum coming down. Kingen now trapped in the Hexagon, but he is able to flash out as it does dissipate. Decent kick there, but Lucid's really dead. He's on the Camille and on the Yone, and they're able to keep control of side lane. So they aren't, and they lose the top inner. So that is going to continue that lead as Showmaker, I don't know whether Will is going to be enough to take him down, but with Clear and Execute making their way over, I don't think Lucid's going to get there in time. Emperor's Divide doing a fair bit of work here, but Showmaker is eventually going to die. It will just take a lot longer than it normally does to kill an Azir.
Sides of the map.
Yep, and Showmaker also just isn't as dangerous as a lot of our other Azirs have been. So they know this is going to be an honest 5v5. Is Kellen a little bit late on that one? Showmaker does tank the ulti, but the Nature's Grasp only finds the front line. Ult comes through there from Closer as well, but he may have gone too far. He's able to pull himself back. But Clear, unfortunately, doesn't have this. Well, he actually does. He's going to hookshot away.
They're too tanky.
They lose control of the Baron, and now Lucid going hyper-aggressive, now aiming, looking for these auto attacks. The Hail of Arrows does about nothing. Clear going aggressive onto Kingen, but he's not going to fall down, and Closer, he can't get back into the fight. And you're exactly right, Wolf. They're just too tanky.
No one's going down. No one's taking damage. Closer goes in for the ult. He hurts a lot. So there's just too many threats. You can't kill all three of these damage threats as Willer's going to be pushed away. Oh, maybe not.
He's in the pit. That's scary. It's now down extraordinarily low. Who's going to be able to get the smite is the question. They just want to... He was just allowed to walk in and steal their lunch money. It's like they gave it to him. Still, they're going to grab a double kill, so it's not really going to be that many Barons on the map outside of...
He's already used his ult. And over here...
Yeah, now we've got more things happening. Clear is going to be ulted back from Showmaker, who uses his wall to hookshot to. Just don't think it's going to be enough as he's just thrown around like a beach ball. And Execute, yeah, not going to really be able to do too much here as the Hyperprocs are going to rain down, and it's a double kill for the Azir. 7-3 and 5 now. And it feels to me a little bit, okay, Closer is just going to die. Lucid gets in the way. It's in this exact scenario, especially with how extraordinarily strong he is, and he finds the ultimate onto 3 in the back line. This is going to be the last fight of the game as aiming untouched, just able to shoot them like fish in a barrel. And there's a Gnar into his own turret, and Clear is going to fall down as well. Kingen picks up a double. And yes, Showmaker does fall down in the end, but that just shows that he utilized his tankiness to 100% of his ability. The Nexus is going to go down as well, and it felt like a Juggernaut composition. It felt like he was Azir, but actually he was Galio.